Do you remember the tabs video that I made 2 years ago? Do you want to see it again? But this time we're going way bigger than that. We're doing something way more grand than whatever random thing I was doing over there. Somebody commented some months ago that I do a free-for-all between every enemy. Yes, that's right, random commenter. I still remember that. I never forgot. And today, since I am inevitably getting closer to not being able to beat the running out of ideas allegations, I'm gonna do that just today, and let's call this the colossally, epically awesome grand ultra kill enemy Olympics. We're gonna put them all against each other and we're gonna see who comes out on top, baby. But before we get into this video, guys, join my Discord server. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the video. So before I actually record this video, I had to go and make the very sophisticated required rules for this thing that I'm gonna do. And here they are. It's only 2 rules, but they are very important, you see. First, enemy must be spawnable in the sandbox. As I am doing all this in the sandbox and I am too lazy to be going around everywhere, the enemy has to be in this list right here. And second rule, enemy must be targetable by other enemies. So enemies like Flesh Prison and Flesh Panopticon, who just are unable to be targeted by other enemies, is gonna be a one-sided battle, which isn't gonna be good. So obviously they're not allowed to be in this Olympics. And also, I keep saying Olympics in a way that we're gonna be testing the strengths of the mobs, but in reality we're just gonna be putting the enemies up against each other, nothing any fancier than before. So with these rules, the contestants are here. I made this list that includes all the enemies that are allowed to be here. There's 34 of them, as you see. And so, using this useful website, I made this whole fancy bracket, is what they're called apparently, and put the enemies up against each other randomly. And to ensure that you believe that this is all random, I'm gonna press the shuffle button right here. Shuffle, and then shuffle again, and then shuffle one more time. For some reason, anytime I do that, the level up icon just appears for no reason. So without any further delays, let's get into the tournament. I mean, Olympics, same thing at this point. It's not even that special, really. No need for a fancy title. Also, I completely forgot to make the arena. And also, in the middle of all this, Dave says hello. Alright, you see this very scuffed looking box in the inside. It is very much alright for this thing to happen in. Now I know it says round 1, which includes only these 2 fights, because you see there's 34 contestants and this would have only worked perfectly, like they all would be in the same row, if there were 32 of them, or maybe 30. I don't know how the math behind this works. So we're gonna have to do these fights in the round 1. We're gonna call this supposed round 1, and then we're gonna call round 2 the actual round 1, and then -1 for every other round as well. So supposedly round 1, a virtue versus a puppet. I mean, is this even fair? This guy's just gonna get obliterated, but we're doing it still. Ready? Go. Kill each other. Why is that one not working? Hello? Huh, that's weird. This other one is targeting that one, but in the arena, this virtue is apparently broken. Well, the fight just occurred outside, so you see, we're still gonna count that as a win for the virtue. So virtue goes there. And for the next fight, V2 the second versus a schism. Why are you in the ground? Well, it was obvious who's gonna win, but why do enemies spawn on the ground? Maybe I gotta just change the floor here real quick. Alright, now, as you have already witnessed like twice by now, these fights are not fair at all. And that's what's really fun and funny about this. That's the tournament Olympics, baby. Nothing's gonna be fair. Nothing's set in stone. Nobody knows who's gonna win for certain. Now, with the conclusion of the supposed round 1, we enter actual round 1. Consider the supposed round 1 a mere taste of what's to come. We got all these fights ahead of ourselves. I think there's 18 of them. I don't know. Now for the actual round 1. V2 the first versus a virtue. Alright, fight. Let's see if you... What, bro? I gotta redo this whole arena, hold on. If y'all got a problem with the ground so much, then just say so in the first place. Man, I would be a terrible host for any of these events. Alright, now let's properly start round 1. V2 the first versus a virtue. Can we please just fight now, for the love of God? Thank God. Okay. V2 the first wins. Who could have guessed? The cancerous rodent versus a sentry. Excuse me, maybe it's unable to find it. It's right there, man. Come on, get him. Man, I didn't know sentry can't fight cancerous rodent. Maybe it somehow has to take place outside the arena. Okay, there. See? I knew I wasn't imagining things. Cancerous rodents can be targeted by other people. Alright, well, anyways, you see, Sentry won. That was a really tough battle for the Sentry. Can this icon just stop appearing? Next up, Mind Flayer versus Gabriel non-racist mode. You over here, and then you over there. Fight each other. Fight to the death. No mercy or anything. Damn. They were really at it for a second. Come on. Well, prove it to him, Gabriel. You're kinda getting beat up right now. That took all the hits from the laser. Man, this really gonna be close, huh? Oh, never mind then. Mind Flayer stood no chance apparently, despite landing so many hits on Gabriel non-racist. Well, good job on not failing the first round. Next up, Malicious Face versus a mannequin. Maurice be over there, and the mannequin over here. Come on. Ooh, that agility. Oh, never mind. Hideous Mask versus Gabriel racist mode. Fight each other. Ignore all the blood on the ground. I'm too lazy to clean that up. I have no idea who's close. I mean, it can't be Hideous Mask because Hideous Mask doesn't have a boss amount of health. Oh, yo, this might be close. Maybe. Man, I should have been allowing boss health bars by this point. I mean, man, wow. I'm sure you didn't have a fight like this before, Gabriel. Well, to my surprise, Hideous Mask actually prevailed over Gabriel racist mode. This is what I meant by the unexpected results. Now a Stalker versus a Earth Mover rocket launcher. I mean, do we even have to do this? I mean, either way, the Stalker's just gonna die. How did you... What? Let me just do you a little favor, buddy. He's right there, man. Hit him. How the hell are you missing? Bro, just hit him. There you go. He was gonna suicide anyway. You had one chance to not need help from me. Oh well. A drone versus Minos Prime next. Man, I sure wonder who's gonna win. Here we go. Wow, he really just got, huh? Who could have guessed? Next, we got Minotaur versus Mysterious Druid Knight and Owl. Now, this one is gonna be interesting, I bet. This is gonna be close at the very least. Already at a certain phase for the... Oh. Man, nothing in this game stands a chance against the Mysterious Druid Knight when he does that barrage. Like, just about nothing can handle it. Unlucky for the Minotaur. Now a Sword Machine versus V2 the second. Surprise, surprise. Another fight that seems obvious who's gonna win, but by the laws we're gonna have to do him anyway. Some real interesting stuff's happening though. This is actually so interesting to watch. Damn, he took all the nails. And the shots does seem to be quite close. Oh, never mind. He died. And by he, I mean the Sword Machine. Now a Gutter Man versus a Ferryman. Kill each other. I wonder how it's gonna turn out with the shield. Ferryman had to go full melee for a second. I don't think the Gutter Man's quite hurt yet. His shield is truly helping him. By a long shot. Also, is it just me or does it look like that the Ferryman just cannot be hurt by the minigun? This is actually... Oh. Never mind. Well, would you look at that? The fully armed guy won against a guy that only had a comically large spoon. How truly shocking. Now a Street Cleaner versus a Filth. Filth is gonna win this one. Trust me on this. Get it. Let's get it, Filth. Come on. Now an Earth Mover Mortar, I think it's called, versus a Cerberus. And by Mortar, I mean this thing. I don't know the exact name of this. These can be targeted by other enemies only if they're slightly above ground. So I'm gonna just pull you out of the ground a bit. Now Cerberus is working. Now we can go ahead and get this fight to be done. Cerberus is gonna get him. Cerberus is gonna really show it to him. Just give him a second. Is it really gonna be like until Cerberus gets this guy, the Mortar is gonna get him back? Come on, do your other moves. You're this close to him. Wow, really? Mortar just wins by being lucky. Cerberus is a slow guy. Now a Big Johninator versus a Soldier. This is going to be interesting because a Soldier resists rockets. So And apparently Generator can't aim. Or the soldier died. Unfortunately for the other contestants, Big Generator won. Now an Earth Mover Blue Orb Thrower versus a Stray. An obvious superior version of a Stray against a Stray. Give it to each other. The defense systems aren't even proper creatures. They should not be here. Now a very cancerous rodent versus a gutter tank. This is gonna be a difficult fight for both sides. I can just feel it. Oops, disregard that weapon for a second. The show is more important. Well, this is having a very awkward moment, and very cancerous rodent won. This was an outcome I am actually satisfied with, because it did look like the very cancerous rodent wins. Now a Sisyphus Prime versus Sisyphean Insurrectionist. Now for this one, I wanna do something. I'm gonna remove the roof, because the Sisyphean Insurrectionist needs to jump high. If there is a roof, it's gonna limit its movement. So go. I'm sure who's gonna win this round, but we're doing this whole fight anyway. The Sisyphean Insurrectionist already is taking a lot of hits. Already taking so many hits. And it's only locked in on doing one move because Sisyphus Prime is really up close and personal against them. Oh snap! Sisyphean Insurrectionist actually won against his prime and non-headless version. Well, good thing I did remove the roof, or was it not a good thing that I removed the roof? I have no idea. Really interesting outcome. Now it is time for round 2 of the Olympics, and before we start, I actually have to clean this up. Alright, here we are. First off, we got V2 the First versus a Sentry. This should be interesting enough. V2 missed somehow. Sentry is preparing to fire. I don't think he's gonna have a lot of chances to fire because, well, he's gonna be dead. Pretty sure we all knew who was gonna win. Next fight, we got Gabriel Non-Racist versus a Malicious Face. It's gonna be interesting in the end because Maurice can technically land a killing blow when it is dead, but only if Gabriel just manages to get below Maurice, which it just failed. So Gabriel Non-Racist won actually. After this we have Hideous Mass versus an Earth Mover Rocket Launcher. It would have been ironic if the Hideous Mass was gonna fight the Mortar. Wait, is this, are we really doing this again? Oh, the shockwaves. Oh, wow, good, very good. Now a Minos Prime versus a Mysterious Druid Knight and Owl. Please, for the love of God, Minos Prime, just kill him before he does the fuller auto, or even any other auto attacks. It hasn't happened yet. Oh, it has now happened. Minos Prime entered second phase. He just entered his second phase. And it now is clear that truly nothing can stand in front of this guy. Really nothing can stop this guy's projectiles, huh? It's all because he fires many projectiles as his move and can only be countered by V1. V2 the second versus a Gutterman. This is also gonna be very interesting because this guy is fully armed and V2 is also fully armed. Armed to the teeth with only... Wait, whoa, what's going on? Oh. Hold on a second, what? Even though V2 took all those bullets, he is still alive and well. These bullets gotta be the most harmless bullets ever, or never mind. Now a Street Cleaner versus an Earth Mover Mortar. This is gonna be interesting because I actually don't know how this is going to turn out. Street Cleaner's running for it. It has started firing. Stopped. Started again. I believe it died. Next fight, Big Generator versus Earth Mover Blue Orb Thrower. This is also low-key gonna be obvious. This is gonna annihilate the Blue Orb Thrower. Yes, I was right. Now a very cancerous rodent versus a Sisyphean Insurrectionist. I'm going to remove the roof again and then start this fight. That move of the Sisyphean Insurrectionist is very important for it. The very cancerous rodent got stomped to death. I already suspected the Sisyphean Insurrectionist would win. This is all getting very interesting. The Prime Souls are somehow gone. The bets are gonna be really sketchy with this round. Now we enter round 3 and the first fight for it. V2 the First versus Gabriel Non-Racist. Wait. I have to clean the arena again. Alright, let's do that again. Get him, Gabriel. You've come this far. I know you can do it. Why did you tell teleport so many times there. I mean, that is true. This guy is not mortal. You got that taunt right. Whoa, what was happening there? Whoa. Dang, Gabriel finished V2 off and V2 didn't even get him to phase 2. Getting real interesting now. Next, we got Hideous Mask versus Mysterious Druid Knight and Owl. It is in fact comedically obvious that the Mysterious Druid Knight is going to win. I mean, he's not even on the ground. This guy can very well just evade the shockwaves if he so wants to. The spear somehow does a lot of damage to enemies. Now he does the full auto. Wait, they both died? Wait, what? They both died at the very same time? Well, it's not like I have a very big budget. I'm basically doing this on myself for free. So we have no instant replays of this. So we gotta do this again. This time, I believe it is going to be... Okay, yeah, a really interesting predicament, that one. Now a Gutter Man versus an Earth Mover Mortar. First, I gotta get him a little higher. Now, get each other fairly... Yes, this is being very fair. The Mortar had a good streak going, but unfortunately every good streak comes to an end. Now a big Johninator versus a Sisyphean Insurrectionist. And once again, let me just remove the roof before we begin. Now, start. The Sisyphean Insurrectionist has to get the jump ability on him. He just gotta do it. It's really gonna be funny how this turns out. Whoa, what? Where are... What? With everything that was going on, I was very confused where to look. I'm sorry for the bad handling of the camera. I'm gonna consult the cameraman for that later. But you see, Sisyphean Insurrectionist won. And with this victory for the Sisyphean Insurrectionist, now we enter the semi-final. It is going to be a real mystery on who wins, but not so much at the same time because of the existence of the Mysterious Druid Knight. And for these last rounds, we're going to be leaving the arena bloody, because to remind the contestants that the stakes are high. And so is the video time. It is late at this point and I want this to be over quick. First of the two semi-final fights, we got Gabriel Non-Racist versus Mysterious Druid Knight and Owl. We know Gabriel the first for its actually surprisingly more sophisticated moves than the second version, so it's gonna be real interesting. I think this is gonna be close. The very threatening threat from the get-go by the Mysterious Druid Knight, and Gabriel using evasive maneuvers to evade the first barrage of blue death, but didn't evade the second one, and now he's dead. Man, nothing can just beat this guy, huh? But I mean, everything goes in the Olympics. It is a wild and unfair ground. And now we have the last of the semi-finals, which is a Gutterman versus a Sisyphean Insurrectionist. I am getting tired of keep deleting the roof. The sole purpose that I put up an arena up in the first place was because the Prime Souls don't clip too much out of the bounds, but they got eliminated too soon. So this whole arena is really just useless. I think the Sisyphean Insurrection is gonna win again, because of its only one-shot move that it has. It has now got to stomping, and a little bit of bleeding is happening to the Gutterman. Oh, interesting. But the Gutterman died first, so it's gonna be a dub for the Sisyphean Insurrectionist. Now we enter the finals of the tournament Olympics of whateverness. It is a Mysterious Druid Knight and Owl versus the Sisyphean Insurrectionist. These are very random enemies against each other, but as you could see, they have been the ones who have very fairly, I would say, got to where they are now. The Mysterious Druid Knight had to go through killing Minotaur, Minos Prime, Hideous Mask, and Gabriel Non-Racist. These are all very scary beings to fight against. And the Sisyphean Insurrectionist had to overcome Sisyphus Prime, very cancerous rodent, Big Johninator, and the Gutterman. So without any further ados, let's start with the finals. Kill each other. I think it's gonna be painfully obvious that who's gonna win, but let's not be quick to judge. Holy crap. I mean, truly commendable achievement. Well, I certainly didn't expect this. Gosh, diddly do darn, you did it, huh? A Sisyphean insurrectionist emerging victorious against 33 enemies. Well, not technically. I really didn't expect this, but also at the back of my mind, I did expect this because this guy just has an unfair attack that just deletes everybody and anybody. Like, I'm pretty sure if you make this guy fight the earth mover somehow, it's gonna jump in a way that it gets it by its hitbox and even kill the earth mover by itself. It's crazy and funny how this guy is made by Akira. Now, as for the winner, your reward, I didn't think I would get this far. I guess money. You can have a lot of money. I don't know. Here, man, why don't you gamble using all the money that you got? Let me show you how. You make a very high bet that makes you go in debt. The going in debt part is important. And then you gamble, okay? So you go have fun with that while I do my outro now, okay? Also, here's a little more money to gamble. But that aside, this has truly been something fun for me to do. It was really great, if I do say so myself. So if you got this far in the video, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked it, or maybe even comment or subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. And once again, excuse the lack of budgets for this tournament Olympics, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.